It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer that I picked up in Sainsbury's recently, and it's from Tiny Rebel Brewing Company. I've not reviewed a beer from Tiny Rebel for a long time. This is their Scarlet Cherry Amaretto Sour, coming in at 5.5% ABV in a rather colourful can. What I've noticed from these September 2024 Sainsbury's beers is that they're all very colourful, and that must have been the mandate. That must have been the mandate coming from Sainsbury's. When you want to get a beer in our supermarket, make it nice, make it bright, make it colourful. Just have a look next time you're there. It's like every colour of the rainbows in the craft beer stand. This beer cost me £3.25 per can. It was on a 4 for 3 deal with a nectar card. I didn't have a nectar card, so I had to ask the kind lady behind me in the queue could I borrow hers, and it got me something like £10 off because I bought a lot of the beers. But anyway, without further ado, let's get these beers out into a glass, or this beer out into a glass, see what we get. So, beer in the glass. We have a 1 finger white head that is dissipating very quickly. Slow moving carbonation. Hazy, I'm going to say raspberry. Yeah, raspberry coloured beer. Nice bit of haze in there. Got to come to expect this sort of thing from these kind of new world brewers, if you like. They've been around about 10 to 12 years, most of these breweries now, and they're kind of like changing things up in the beer market. Beer years ago, for many years, used to be clear, and they're just doing things a little bit differently. They're trying different things. Of course, sour beers as well is a big thing, which this is. What really kind of encouraged me with this beer was that the head dissipated really quickly. And you get that from a good sour beer. So let's hope then that it's going to be a decent one. It smells good. Lots of kind of cherry. Of course, it's a cherry amaretto sour. It's going to be. Smells like tunes, a cherry tune. Very inviting. I've got it. I had it in the fridge for about 2 hours, so I've cooled this right down. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad beer. Drinkable, refreshing, a little bit of a creamy, rich mouthfeel in there, but refreshing at the same time. Carbonation pushes the beer round the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. Yeah, it's all right. I can see. So what I'm desperately trying to do, and I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, what I'm desperately trying to do is put myself in the shoes of people who will want to drink this drink. Now, I very much, over the last few years, have kind of pointed my attention to beer, to lager. Great German lagers, great Czech lagers. I've almost kind of like, and I've been perfectly honest with people on the channel here, I've almost checked out of this like colourful cans in supermarket. I'm almost kind of like, would I buy any of these cans with my own, just to consume in my garden on a sunny Sunday afternoon? Probably not, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. But I'm trying to, they must exist for a reason. People must be buying this stuff, otherwise it wouldn't be on the shelves of Sainsbury's. It just wouldn't happen. So I'm trying to put myself in the feet of people who are buying this beer, and if you like that kind of fruited sour with the sourness is coming from the fruit, it's cold, it's a funny colour, it's pink, then you're also looking at if you rock up at a party with a few of these cans, if you're a youngster, then that looks pretty cool too. I've very much fallen into the almost like heritage beers, if you like. I reviewed a beer yesterday that was talking about heritage malts. This old malt that has been kind of around forever. And it struck me that I suppose you could point that in the direction of heritage beers, couldn't you? Like lagers, real ales, premium ales. I've very much gone down that avenue of really good quality German and Czech lager. To take nothing away from Tiny Rebel, taking nothing away from Tiny Rebel, but when you're in Sainsbury's, you can choose to pick up a craft can of this for £3.25, £3.50 if you like. But it's very difficult when behind me in the good quality lager aisle was bottles of Spaten German lager and some Schneiderweiss German Weiss beer and some great Czech beer in it as well. And the thing with that is those beers were for 500 millilitres, coming in at about £2.50. So they're coming in nearly £1 cheaper than a 440 millilitre can of craft beer, which is less than a 500 millilitre bottle, which is what they are. And the quality's there. The quality's there with German beer, you really do. And I think this is where on a personal level, this is where I kind of like struggle a little bit with. It's decent enough. There's enough cherry here, there's enough drinkability, there's enough mouthfeel, there's enough carbonation, it looks nice and hazy. If you like, my final message would be, if you like these fruit flavoured sour beers with cherry flavourings in a brightly coloured can, from New World brewers across the UK, then this is going to be right up your street. It really is. What a Tiny Rebel saying about it. We're on a mission to bring you good times with a hint of beer. We do this by creating brands that will capture your imagination, defy your senses. When we're not making awesome beer, we're busy brewing up plans to better our people, community and planet. Yeah, I mean, that's a nice message. There's nothing really to say. I mean, this is the thing. If you're new to beer, you're going to be wondering what a cherry Amaretto sour is. And there's no description whatsoever on the back of the can. There's a little few ingredients here. Hops, cherry flavour, so it's not even cherries in the beer. It did taste like cherry, but it's cherry flavour, so cherry flavourings. Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to give... So, it's not for me. I'm going to be buying a bottle of Spaten over this. I'm going to be buying a few bottles of Schneider Weiss beer or you know, good quality Czech lagers that are in the same supermarket for less money, and you get more of it. You get 60 milliliter more than the 440 milliliter cans we get here, and you're paying less, as I just mentioned. It's a much of a muchness, this beer. It kind of, will it be around in 2 years' time? Probably not. Will there be something else colourful to replace it? Probably. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.